I done got it, see my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot, look at me. Stylish, stylish, masterpiece. Body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store. Between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Throwing on first down, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Hey, alert three.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Jones, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Brady. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down, New York.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants, nothing.
On first down, Drake. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Drake, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
59 mark, check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. You go tight. Active reload.
To throw, it's Brady. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 38-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jones going to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Jones flush to his right. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. From the gun, Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. 32 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Giants 7. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd down at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going deep this time for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they run the option on 2nd down. Quickly completed to the right flat. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Is that ready? Mike is 15 up. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. 59.
Brady now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
No.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Under 10, under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25. Kill, 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 turn up. Kill, 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 turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, switch, switch, switch. Go Bandit.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a
now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Second down and 7.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Army.
Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 44-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 15, check 15. Slip.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 2-yard gain.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. This is Jones. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24. Giants.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, left side caught by Diggs.
Jones,
and he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's caught. Shepard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains. Giants for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jones throwing again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
4th down.
The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Jones looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Jones now to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.